अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। संसार दुख जलधस्य पतितस्य काम क्रोधादिनक्रमक्रकवलीकृतस्य दुर्वासनस्य निगृहीतस्य निराशयस्य चैतन्यचन्द्रमम देहि पदावलम्बम्। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपीकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेतपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनविरह कातुराः जुवाः पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तर्वो विनेतुस्तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। Everyone, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. First of all, I pay my humble obeisances to my Diksha Guru Pad Padma, Nitla Vishnu Vishnupad Stotra Shat, Shri Srimad Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, and similarly to my Shiksha Gurudevs, Nitla Vishnu Vishnupad Stotra Shat Bhakti Vedanshila Narayan Goswami Maharaj, and Nitla Vishnu Vishnupad Bhakti Vigyanshila Bharti Goswami Maharaj. My equal dandat pranams to my Shiksha Gurudevs, Nitla Vishnu Vishnupad Bhakti Vedanshila Vaman Goswami Maharaj, and Nitla Vishnu Vishnupad Bhakti Vedant Trikram Goswami Maharaj, to Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada and all his prominent disciples, to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all his associates, and to Sri Radha Govindji and all their parikars. To all assembled devotees here, all senior devotees of Srila Prabhupada and Srila Gurudev, my special thanks and gratitude to the temple board management for having me here. Yeah? Closer? That's good? Yes. Okay. The temple management and the board. Go on. Hare Krishna. What's wrong? Technical difficulties.
I'm giving you your backup. I'm giving it to you.
Did you touch something over there?
4th of July.
Oh,
You should really raise funds to get a really good mic.
Yeah.
We
This
can
is
get
very.
these crappy mics.
This is old.
Well,
from
no,
any-
This was new actually.
It's new.
Yeah, it's not that old.
it's directly from China.
But we need a higher quality.
Yes. Okay, Hare Krishna, Hari Bol. Working, yay! Finally. This is a preparation prior to July 4th. Okay. So, thank you so much for coming to this program.
Thank you for coming, Maharaj.
Special thanks to Bimla Didi and Shah Prabhu. They always, push me to come here. All credit goes to them, and this time Anuj Prabhu is here. All my friends here. So happy to see all of you. July 6th is appearance day of a great Acharya, Shri Srimad Bhakti Vigyan Srila Bharti Gosai Maharaj, who's known to the entire world. And then very soon, July 10th, we're going to have Guru Purnima, celebrating worshipping of all Gurus, entire Guru Parampara, which is also known as Vyas Purnima. I didn't plan anything to what to speak on. I just by here seeing all of you, something inspired to me. I didn't plan. I never plan anything. Everything is very spontaneous. That's why some people call me I'm a surprise man. I just come and appear with a surprise. Raganuga.
I can't wait to open it up.
Before we begin any worship, any mantras, any program, we always pray to our Shri Gurudev with a special prayer which everyone knows. Agyan timiran dasya jnanan jan shalakaya chakshurumlitam yena tasmai Shri Guruve namaha. Yeah. What is the meaning? Anuj, what is the meaning?
Oh, Srila Gurudev, you who take us from the darkness kind of ignorance, darkness of ignorance, towards the light of knowledge.
Right. So we pray to Shri Gurudev, all obeisances to you, my obeisances to you, who took me from the darkness to the light. Which light? The torchlight of knowledge. The divine knowledge. Hari Bol. Disappear. I was working. From darkness to divine knowledge. Vande Guru Shri Charanaru Vindam.
It's okay.
So is anyone who's teaching any kind of art, any kind of material art, can be martial art, or cooking art, or driving art, is termed as Guru?
No.
General teacher.
Yeah. That person is a teacher. A music teacher, driving teacher, a cooking teacher, but they cannot be called as Guru. Why? What's this? Now this is distracting me. They're just teachers. They're expert in one field, one area, and they're teaching us in that particular area, field. Hare Krishna, Hare Bol. What's wrong? Hare Krishna, Hare Bol. Not working.
It's the receiver.
How about that?
Doesn't work from the
Not every mic's not gonna do it.
Mic.
It's the receiver.
Hare Krishna, Hare Bol. Hare Krishna. Hare Bol, Hare Krishna. No. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Finally, yes. Okay. Now don't touch that. They're teachers but not gurus. Because the word guru means heavy in knowledge and one who dissipates the darkness with the torchlight of knowledge and not ordinary knowledge of history, geography, economics and all that. The knowledge of Vedic science, the knowledge of Srimad Bhagavatam, the knowledge of Bhagavad Dharma. That Bhagavad Dharma which is very powerful in nature. Srimad Bhagavatam describes Shutino patito dhyat adrato vanumodita sadhya punati sadharmo dev vishdropihi. Anyone who follows the Bhagavad Dharma, that means, what is the meaning? Following? Following means Shutino patito dhyat. One who hears about Bhagavad Dharma, read about Bhagavad Dharma, remembers Bhagavad Dharma, speak on Bhagavad Dharma, and if not doing any of these, just giving honor and respect to those who are doing hearing, speaking and reading. Sadde punati sadharmo. The word sadde means instantly, immediately. Punati sadharmo becomes so powerful. Sadhyo. This word is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam so many places. Second verse of Bhagavatam. Dharma projit kaitav atro parmo nirmasaranam satam. Vedya vastam atra vastu shivatam tapatrayana mudanam. Shrimad Bhagavat Mahamuni Krite Kimva Parit Ishvara Sadhyo Hide Avrudati Kritibi Shushubhya Tatshanat. Sadhyo immediately. The meaning of this verse? Anyone? You know this?
Yes, we do.
Go. Loud.
Okay, nervous. But the ending part you're getting to is that anyone who hears the Srimad Bhagavatam with so much focused attention, Krishna will at once seat themselves in their heart. So what's the need for any other scripture?
Yes. Sadhya means immediately. What to speak of? If someone is hearing about Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Dharma, even if there is a desire in the heart, I want, immediately Krishna comes and sit in the heart. But Krishna can't come and sit in the heart when the heart is so impure and contaminated. So what Krishna does, Krishna invest the prema bhakti in the heart. And with that prema bhakti, cleansing of the heart and consciousness develops and makes a platform for Krishna to come and sit in the heart. Sadhyo. This word is so important. Immediately, without any delays. Hare Krishna. Oh my gosh, what's wrong? Hare Bol. Is it only happened with me or this is a common? Is it common? I thought I'm the bad person. My sins are coming in front. Yes. So Shiguru is the one who imparts the divine knowledge. And the word guru means heavy. Heavy in knowledge, heavy in realization, and one who can also give that same knowledge and realization to others. So it's not that I can make anyone guru, but according to what scriptures and shastras describe, the role of guru and the duties of guru and the potency of guru. So Srimad Bhagavatam says this. Agyan Timran Dasya Gyananjan Shalakaya. What is that agyan? What is that ignorance? Not the blackout, this darkness. Not that it is sunset, it's going to get night soon, and that is the darkness. What kind of darkness?
Ignorance of illusion.
Ignorance of illusion.
Being body, the ego.
That's the darkness. And what is the torchlight of that knowledge? Light, the knowledge, the gyan, the knowledge about tam padarth, tat padarth, about who am I, am I, and who Krishna is, and what is my relationship with Krishna. This knowledge. So in what ways Shri Guru, with that knowledge, uplift that consciousness. Upliftment of that consciousness is all about bhakti and our sadhana. Understand? Consciousness is diluted. Consciousness is contaminated. And that is the darkness. Why it is diluted and dark? Because there is no proper concept and perception. That right direction, concept and perception is given by Shri Guru. And with that, upliftment of consciousness. So if I'm chanting 64 rounds, suppose I'm not. If I am very good in describing Srimad Bhagavatam, if I am fully know all the verses of Bhagavatam, if I'm a very good singer, I can sing bhajans so nicely, melodiously, but my consciousness is not elevated and still diluted, that means something is wrong there. Bhakti, Pareshana Bhav Virakti, Anyatya Trish Sit Er Kal. Three things go simultaneously. With every morsel of food, 11th canto Bhagavatam described, Tushti Pushti Khudupayanu Ghasam. Srila Gaur Govind Goswami Maharaj used to utter this verse a lot. Tushti Pushti Khudupayanu Ghasam. With every morsel of food what we eat, three goes together. Tushti, satisfaction. Pushti, nourishment. And Khudupayanu Ghasam means the hunger get subsided. Every morsel of food we eat. Very hungry, very hungry. I'm so hungry. With each and every morsel of food, satisfaction, nourishment. These three things goes together. And this is analogy giving to explain Bhakti, Pareshana Bhav Virakti. Practice is going nicely. But there is no realization. And also, if there is realization and practice is going well, but there is no renunciation, then that means that practice without renunciation is not a good practice. That realization without renunciation is not good realization. Something is wrong there. Either it is fanatic realization or it is something with my own whims. And that's why the example, this is from Srimad Bhagavatam, and we can all relate with this. We eat every day. In every morsel of food, three aspects goes together. If I'm eating a lot, I'm relishing, but I want to eat more and more, my hunger is not subsiding. Something is wrong. Some bacteria, or I'm possessed with a ghost. And the ghost is eating everything. I've seen some people who possess the ghost and they're eating so much. Whereas it is good to get possessed by God. Then you don't feel like eating anything. It's all about possessed. Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, what is eating? One handful of buttermilk, a small leaf cup of buttermilk once a day, while performing 3,000 Danvat Pranams on the ground. Possessed. He's so much obsessed and possessed there. So, sadhan, practice without renunciation, realization without renunciation, something is wrong there. And if there is just a renunciation is there, but no realization and no sadhan, then also something wrong is there. Three has to be aligned. These three goes together. Sadhan, realization and renunciation. Renunciation is so important. And it's not only meant for sannyasis and brahmacharis, even householders. If we like it or not like it, everyone has to go to renunciation. A very funny example. I heard one lecture of Shri Radha Govind Maharaj. He was very expert in Srimad Bhagavatam discourses. And he was saying this. How renunciation is so important. If you like it or not like it, everyone has to go renunciation, otherwise you'll not be very happy. And he gave example. Don't you eat every day? The disciple said, yes, Maharaj. And next morning you have to renounce. If you don't renounce next morning, you're getting troubles. You're not feeling good. And that renunciation is very important. And then he gave another example, very funny example. If you go to a real estate guy and say, I want to buy a new house, and he's going to show you a new house. Come visit this new house, open house. This is living room, kitchen, 3 bedrooms, nice fancy backyard with swimming pool, front, everything, garage, 3 cars can fit in. Everything is so nice. And the client will say, wow, that's great, new building. But excuse me, sir, where is bathroom? And he said, sorry, we don't have toilets and bathrooms in this house. Would you like to buy that house? Even if it is so fancy?
No.
Then Maharaj said, that's the place of renunciation. Without renunciation, you can't buy that house. So, how important is that renunciation? And then what to speak of this? Renunciation in regard to the procedures of bhakti. Anukulasya sankalpam pratikulasya vivarjanam rakshatiti vishwaso goptityam varnam tatha atmanikshepa karpanya. The 6 limbs of Sharanagati, surrenderness. Anukulasya sankalpam, accepting those things which are favorable to bhakti. Who is making us aware of this? Shri Guru. Rejection of those which are unfavorable to bhakti. Who's giving us idea of this? Shri Guru. Krishna is only your protector. Rakshatiti Vishwaso. Who's encouraging for this? Shri Guru. Krishna is the protector. How Prahlad Maharaj got to know this? Sitting on the lap of his great demonic father, Hiranyakashipu, who's terrifying everyone, and everyone is so scared and feared of him. Prahlad Maharaj sitting right on the lap of his father, not even a distance, and is giving the lesson or the knowledge to his own demonic father, saying that worship of Vishnu with 9 limbs of bhakti is the best worship. What is that verse? Shavanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Pada Sevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasya Sakhyam Atma Nivedanam Iti Pumsam Arpita Vishnu Bhakti Navlakshana. Offer this to Shri Vishnu. He's not scared. Who informed Prahlad Maharaj that Krishna is your sole protector? No one else. Not your father, not your mother. Shri Guru.
Wasn't Narada Muni when he was in the...
I'm coming to this. When Prahlad Maharaj is in the womb of his mother, is Gurudev Shri Naraji, not the teachers. Chandamarka. Chandamarka was not the gurus. They were teachers who were teaching politics, hypocrisy, all that. That's the teaching line. Because the word guru means dissipate the darkness. Whereas they are putting Prahlad Maharaj into darkness. So they are termed as teachers, not guru. Guru is Shri Narad, who's giving this knowledge. And that's why after hearing about Bhagavad Dharma right in the womb of the mother, Shri Prahlad Maharaj got to know this. Krishna is only my protector. No one can kill me. No one can save me. If Krishna wants, Mare Krishna Rakhe Krishna Mare ke. Rakshati Vishwaso. Goptyate Varnam Tatha. Krishna is the only one who nourishing me. Who inspired Amrish Maharaj of the fact that Krishna is the only one who nourish everyone. Only one who nourish everyone. Shri Amrish Maharaj is a best example of this. So these 6 limbs of Sharanagati, the knowledge of this, the inspiration of this, the encouragement to follow this only comes through Shri Guru, not from the teachers. That's why Agyan Timirandasya Jnananjan Shalakaya. This is the process how it works. The elevation of that consciousness given by Shri Guru. Then it is Shri Guru who also dissipate the darkness of give up the lower taste and develop the higher taste. Param Dishta Nivartante. I think we all, if I'm not offending anyone, we were in dark well of darkness. And Shri Guru, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev and all other respected gurus, they took us from that dark well of ignorance and showing us this light or this a path which is elevation going towards Krishna. How they have changed us, or in this other word, we are changing ourselves, which is not complete yet, but in the process of completion, towards following that Bhagavad Dharma and giving up the lower taste. Every day in the sadhak life, we are practicing. I'm not perfect, I'm practicing. But I'm termed as Bhakta. I'm the Bhakta of Krishna. But Bhakta means the pure devotees. How can I be termed as Bhakta? Because I believe, honestly I believe, and I'm trying to follow this process, this path. And that's why anyone who follows this path is also called as Bhakta. Can't be pure devotee, Mahabhagavat, Uttam Bhagavat, but because I'm in the process, just like a student of first grade is also called student. A student of 10th grade is also called student. A student in university is also teacher, student. One is studying PhD, a teacher, still a student. They all are student of different levels. So we are sadhakas of different levels. How the lower taste diminish with the presence of the higher taste. That's the most important point. Shri Guru is developing that higher taste by which we are trying, or we have tried, or it's easy to give up that lower taste. Depends on individuals, different categories. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said, 4 kind of people approach me, provided if they have sukritis. Chatur vidha bhajante mam jana sukritano arjuna. What are 4? No? Chatur vidha bhajante mam jana sukritano arjuna. 4 variety, 4 kind of people approach me, but only if they have sukritis. Not everyone comes to me. And he categorized 4 into Arth, one who is in distress. Jigyasu, one who is inquisitive. Artharthi, one who is materially motivated. And 4th is Jnani. These 4 categories. Krishna said, in Bhagavad Gita, Chaturvida bhajante mam jana sukritun arjuna art jigyasu artharthi jnani cha bharasava. Yes, know this verse? So artharthi means materially motivated. And who is the best example of this? This verse of Krishna in Bhagavad Gita resonate with Srimad Bhagavatam. The characters of mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. Artharthi means materially motivated. So what example? Dhruv Maharaj. Param Dishta Nivartanti. The verses of Bhagavad Gita resonate with the verses or the characters of Srimad Bhagavatam. Try to churn that. Dhruv Maharaj, Artharthi. And in that Bhagavad Gita, Krishna also said, Parandishta Nivartante, Raso Varjam. In that verse, moment you develop the high taste, you give up the lower taste. How Shri Dhruv Maharaj, what was his taste? I mean, what was his aspirations?
He wanted a position higher than
He wanted a position higher than his,
father.
not only father,
Babaji.
not even grandfather.
Great.
His desire was, I want to sit on a throne where never any of my ancestors have ever sat before. That means entire lineage. Father, grandfather, great-grandfather, anyone. His father Utanpad. His father Swayambhu Manu. Then his father Brahma. Up till that point, great-grandfather never sat before. That was the aspiration of Shri Dhruv Maharaj. Yeah? Lower taste. What? Lower taste? Swayambhu Manu he was the ruler of the entire universe. Is that lower taste? His father Utanpad was the king. To become a king is such an honor. To become the president is such an honor. To become the king of the entire planet is such an honor. But Dhruv Maharaj himself, not anybody else, he himself proved that's a lower taste. And then he also proved that his grandfather, Swayambhu Manu, the ruler of the entire universe, is a lower taste. He also proved his great-grandfather, Shri Brahma, the creator, The throne of Brahmaloka is also a lower taste. We are not proving, I am not proving. He himself proved this. And all these are lower taste. What is a higher taste? Moment he developed that higher taste. The moment. What was that higher taste? When he had a momentary glance of Shri Vishnu standing in front of him. When he had darshan of Bhagwan in front of him. And who made him had the darshan of Bhagwan? Again is Shri Guru. Because he only gave a formula. In a sophisticated language we say mantra. In a general way of saying to someone is a formula. Formulas are small, but if we elaborate that, it can turn to a big essays. A small little formula. You know, we used to learn in theorems, in mathematics. A small little formula, but expansion of that is complete, like pages and pages and pages. That's called mantra, given to us by our Shri Guru. Once upon a time, one devotee, he received the mantra, Guru mantra, Guru Gayatri, Gaur mantra, Gaur Gayatri, Krishna mantra, Kama Gayatri. I said, Gopal mantra is so powerful. Then a person was sitting, thinking is going to take hours to receive this. And when he heard this, he said, yes. Then after that, I said, no, that's all. Then that's it? 4 alphabets? It's done? Is it powerful? How can I believe this? I said, this is just the sutras. This is just a formula. But expansion of this Gopal mantra can reach Gop Kumar, crossing all these layers to Golok Vrindavan in the pastimes of Krishna, when Krishna was coming with the cows, and the Krishna came and gave a warm hug to Gop Kumar. That's the conclusion of this formula. He was just given a formula, not the complete. So Dhruv Maharaj got this from Shri Guru Naraji. Om Namo Bhagavate. That's all. Om Namo Bhagavate. 4 words. 4 words only. Because of this, he had the darshan of the embodiment of that mantra. The personality of that mantra. Shri Vishnu appeared in front of Shri Dhruv Maharaj. Shri Vishnu appeared in front of Dhruv Maharaj means he developed the higher taste. And moment he got that higher taste, he gave up the all other lower taste by saying a beautiful verse. Sthan abhilashi sthiti tapasyaham tam praptavan dev mrund gayam kacham vichinpe api divya ratnam swami kritartho asmi varam na yachi. I came in this forest for broken pieces of glasses. Kacham vichinpe api divya ratnam. Whereas now I am having darshan of, but I got a valuable jewel. Divya ratnam. Transcendental jewel means the Lord. Therefore, Swami Kritartho Asmi. Please be very merciful on me. Varam na yache. Don't give me any boons. Prahlad, you came for a boon. You came for some motive. And Lord is saying, I'm ready to give that. But Shri Dhruv Maharaj said, no. Varam na yache. I don't want. Please, Prabhu, don't give me. Don't give me. But you came for this. You worked so hard for this. 5 months. 6 months. Now is the time to get fruits. And I'm giving you this. No, Prabhu. No, Prabhu. Those were just broken pieces of glasses. I want this diamond. I want this diamond. Which diamond? You. Okay, Dhruv, I'm here for you. But wait a minute, Prabhu. I also don't want you. That surprises Lord. I don't want you. Then what you want? And that was manifested by Dhruv Maharaj in his verses. His prayers, the 14 verses, the prayers of Dhruv Maharaj. Bhakti mai pravartam toy me prasango bhuyat atmatma amala shayanam. I want the association of your devotees who are always immersed in reciting your pastimes and speaking your glories. This is a higher taste. From the point of material desires, which we all have, yes or no?
Yes.
We have. Gross or subtle. It comes in a gross form and also comes in subtle form. But Dhruv Maharaj proved this with his example. These are just broken pieces of glasses and it's a lower taste. Try to understand what I'm coming, on what point I'm trying to coming to is higher taste is so important to develop. If we always be engrossed in that lower taste, there will be no realization, no inspiration for sadhana. The mantras, the Harinam given by our respected Gurudevs, Guru Goshte Goshtaleshu Sujir Bhusar Gane Swamantre Shi Namani Brajadav Dvanda Shagane. Guru Goshte. Respect towards Shri Guru, respect towards the mantra given by Shri Guru. How to respect that? Not just paying obeisances. So Guru Purnima is coming soon. And there were many disciples of Shri Gurudev. They used to come once a year to offer flowers to him. And a garland and a little donation and some cloths. Because that's the day of worship of Shri Guru. If you don't worship, there will be some issues. One is supposed to worship Shri Guru. And Gurudev used to say, is this called worship? Not even remembering me, not even serving me all year, just come to see me once a year is called Guru Puja or Guru Purnima? Not at all. That means the lower taste is so heavy. And don't say it's difficult to give up. That's not the proper way to say. It is that I have not developed the higher taste. Because if I have developed the higher taste, I don't even have to think about giving up the lower taste. It just vanishes automatically with the development of that higher taste. So the whole energy, what we have to be invested in giving up the lower taste or developing the higher taste. Srila Gurudev said, don't give much emphasis don't apply all energy in giving up the lower taste. That is there in a small proportion, but all energy should be applied to develop that higher taste. And by default, the lower taste will vanish itself. Higher taste. And that is for every single day of our life. No matter which ashram we belong to, no matter which country or which sangha we belong to, there is no any discrimination or distinguish there. This practice is personal practices. How much and how seriously I am chanting, how much respect I am giving to the mantras given by Shri Guru to vanish that, to destroy that lower taste. But it is all depends on me, ourselves. If I am giving so much importance to that lower taste, or I am giving much importance to the higher taste to develop. Understand? Go back and remember Let us not not instructing anyone. We all can go back and remember the first day when we chanted one round. And it was so hard. 10, 15 minutes. One round on beats. 15 minutes. And that mantra is so long. Hare Krishna. And not just one Hare Krishna. It is so many Hare Krishnas in that. Hare Krishna. Again Hare Krishna. Then Krishna Krishna. Then Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. That's only on one? That small tiny thing? I thought it's going to be Hare on one and Krishna on one. Then it goes very fast. Oh my God, one round for a day. So difficult. Because there was no higher taste then. That's the main point. Then we heard Srila Gurudev's lectures. We got his association. That inspired us to chant more. 2 rounds, 3 rounds, 4 rounds, 5 rounds. Now there are many devotees sitting in the back chanting 100 rounds a day. You know. And that's why they're sitting in the same arrangement. 100 on the benches and then 64 on and more coming here, and to me like not even one round. So 1, 16, 32, 64, 100. It's going like this.
Can you bless me that I can chant that much, please?
I'm here for that reason, to get blessings from all of you. So that day, when we came across Shri Guru, there was so much influence of lower taste. Srila Prabhupada making everyone dancing. There was so much lower taste then. But with the association of Srila Prabhupada, the moment he gave the higher taste, everyone shaved off their heads and put on nice tattoo on the forehead. Become devotees, start chanting 16 rounds, following principles and all. Yeah. Learn Bhagavad Gita, all the verses, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, the books of Rupa Goswami, Nectar of Devotion, Bhakti Sama Sindhu, all this. Taste developed more and more and more and more and more. This is called the mercy of Shri Guru. Mercy is not just a Guru gave a one apple to us, that's your mercy. Or I'm giving you this gift and cloth, this is the compassion. The best compassion and mercy is that development of that higher taste in my practices, which is leading me more and more close to Krishna. And on the top of that, more and more close proximity with the devotees of Krishna. Because here Dhruv Maharaj, first of all said, I'm so grateful to have seen you. But then he also made that lower taste, saying that I want the association of your devotees. He didn't say I want your association. Those devotees who are immersed in speaking your pastimes. This was Dhruv Maharaj. So he's showing with his own example the development of that taste. This is one example, Artharthi. Then Jigyasu. Jigyasu means inquisitive. An example of inquisitives is Sanak Adi Rishis. Shaunak Adi Rishis. Shaunak Rishis, who were performing yajnas from morning sunrise to sunset, all day long. Swaha, swaha, swaha. That's in Srimad Bhagavatam. They said by performing yajnas and calling swaha, swaha with the smoke, our face turned black. But we are not able to get our desired goal for which we were striving for and for which we were doing yajna for. They were not doing yajnas for any material benefits. There was not any material motivations. They were doing yajnas to have darshan of Krishna. to have the close proximity with Lord. But with yagyas it's not possible. As Krishna says in Bhagavatam, na sadhyati mam yogo, na sankhya dharmuddava, na yogas tapas tyago, yatha bhaktir mamorjita. Krishna is instructing Uddhav, na sadhyati mam yogo, na sankhya dharmuddava. O Uddhav, no one can control me or achieve me with any sadhan which are like performing yagyas or austerities, or by reading so much, or by following the Sankhya philosophy. Yatha bhakti mabochita, as one get along with me by performing simple, the process of bhakti called bhakti yoga, which is so simple and easy, not a difficult thing. Understand? In this way. Shaunak Rishi is performing yagyas but tired of doing yagyas. Then they come across Sut Goswami. And they praise Sut Goswami by having their darshan. Sut Mahabhaga. Oh, the most fortunate, Sut Goswami. Why most fortunate? You personally heard Srimad Bhagavatam from Shukdev Goswami. You are direct disciple of Shukdev Goswami. Whatever you heard from him, please recite back to us. We want to hear this. Understand? How many attendees were there when Shukdev Goswami was speaking Bhagavad? Huh? 5,000? No. 88,000. 88,000. Were all devotees? Yogis, Jnanis, all mixed audience. Huh? All mixed up. But there were also Mahabhagavats sitting there. Huh? No, demigods were being chased away by Shukdev. Go away. Yes? Because they tried to bribe Shukdev Goswami. They brought a pot of nectar from Swarga and said, Shukdev Goswami, in exchange, give this pot of nectar to Parikshit and in exchange, give us Harikatha. Shukdev Goswami said, that's not the ideal way of hearing Harikatha. Just go away from here. He chastised them. So what was I saying?
88,000.
There was Mahabhagavat sitting there. Who were Mahabhagavats? Naraji, Vyasadev, Parashar Rishi, Agast Rishi, all these great personalities were sitting and hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. Were they not familiar or they were not familiar with the knowledge of Srimad Bhagavatam? Naraji and all? Yes. Vyasadev, who himself wrote Srimad Bhagavatam. Or is not familiar with Srimad Bhagavatam? Then why he was sitting there? If I know, oh, I heard lecture, I'm disciple of Prabhupada, I'm disciple of Gurudev, just saying. I'm disciple of so and so Gurudev. I heard lectures 40 years of my life. What is the point of hearing again? I'm done. What these new people, these new guys, what they going to speak? I heard my Guru Maharaj speaking so much. What is this? Some new brahmachari or sannyasi. He was not even born when I got initiated. What is going to tell me? So am I here for knowledge? Or I'm here for some respect to Harikatha? Try to understand this. It makes a lot of difference. We are not here for becoming a professors. We are not here for becoming a lecturers. We are not here to gather just knowledge. We are here to become devotees. Understand? You all know Uma Didi, right?
Yes.
She used to come a lot here, Alachua. When I was in Mathura temple, Uma Didi was also there. Uma Didi, without any failure, because in our center, in our all Gaudiya Maths, we have morning Hari Katha and evening Hari Katha, right? In morning Hari Katha, no matter who is giving that Hari Katha, even a newcomer brahmachari, Uma Didi always used to sit and hear Hari Katha morning and evening throughout her life. No matter who is speaking, a big sannyasi or just a newcomer. That was not the consideration. Once upon a time, I asked Uma Didi. She came up, her room was on the first floor, and I was already there. I said, Didi, that brahmachari, he just joined the mud 2 years back. You heard lot of Hari Katha from your Guru Maharaj and from Srila Gurudev. So much, so many years. What he knows, 2 years, and you were sitting there and heard 1 year. She gave such a wonderful answer. She said, I'm not there to look and see if the person who's delivering lecture is a newcomer or is a old sannyasi. I was there to give my regard and respect to Hari Katha. Because Hari Katha and Krishna is not different, it's one and the same thing. See her, her absorption, her vision. There's a vision. We are here to respect Hari Katha by speaking and by hearing. Even though we have heard these topics again and again, but we are giving regard and respect to Krishna. And how to give regard and respect to Krishna? By chanting holy name, which is not different from Krishna, Abhinatva Nama Namani, and also Hari Katha, for which Krishna is fond of. Understand? Is there anything which Krishna doesn't know? Or he knows everything? He knows everything. Full of all knowledge, and this is one of the limbs, one of the opulence of Krishna, Gyan and Vairagya. Ashwarasya, Samagrasya, Virasya, Yasasya, Shriya, Gyan and Vairagya. 6 opulences of the Lord. Gyan, he knows everything. Janma dasya yataha anvyad iteres charthishu abhigya swarat. The first verse of Srimad Bhagavatam. Abhigya, he knows everything. Then why he's running to South India and wants to hear from Sri Ramanand Rai? To relish this. For some people, Hari Katha is to acquire knowledge, and for the seniors, it is all about relishing. The connection of the points. What is the significance of Guru? This is such an elaborate topic and subject. You can't finish this in one lifetime. There are like many rays, like this billion and trillion of rays from sun. I'm just touching one ray. And that is the significance of Shri Guru, what he does. What is the darkness and what is the light? What is the transition from the darkness to light? He's giving us a higher taste with which we can easily give up the lower taste. And these are the examples. Because when we have to take example, we have to take some ideals. Through Maharaj. I already said about him. Shaunak Rishis. One example. One, the category were inquisitives. Because in the audience, not everyone is same. In audience, some people come for material motivated, for material benefits. If I'm going to worship Krishna, if I visit temple, I get all my desires fulfilled. Material motivation. Some comes with very distressed mood. Arth. I'm in suffering with so and so reason, XYZ reason. So if I hear Hari Katha, I feel good and happy and light about this. That's the only purpose. Some comes as inquisitive. I want to hear more and more. And there are some who are for Gyan, knowledge. Not all are same. Shaunok Rishis, they are in the category of inquisitive ones. They were having a good taste, performing yagyas. The intent is to achieve and to have darshan of Lord. But they find out that's not the higher taste. As Krishna declined this in Bhagavatam saying, Yatha bhaktir mamorjita. You cannot get me or control me with any other means, not with any kind of Sankhya Yoga, not with any kind of austerities and dry knowledge or speculations, not with Sankhya knowledge, as Mad Bhakti Vimorjita, as devotion unto me. And Bhakti means, starts with what? Shavanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam. So Shaunok Rishis, they got this opportunity and they prayed to Sut Goswami to hear Hari Katha from him, because Sut Goswami heard from Shukdev Goswami directly from him. And there were many yogis and bhogis and all were sitting there. But very few adopted that. That adoption is so essential and important. Sut Goswami was one of them. And there were others who were relishing that. So Sut Mahabhaga, oh great fortunate one, Sut, please describe to us. So Shaunok Rishis, they gave up the yagyas. We don't want to do yagyas. It's just the smoke comes from the yagya. And turning our face to black. That doesn't mean we should not do yagyas. If that is the case, then why Shri Gopal Bhatt Goswami has made this book, Satke Sar Tipika, to a bona fide way to perform samskaras. From Garbhadharan sanskar, when the child in the womb of the mother, first grain ceremony, another samskar, shaving head, samskar, inauguration of center or house, samskar, but with Vaishnav Homa. Not with the smart vichar. The smart Vidi is, they worship 9 planets. And many other demigods. They worship 9 planets, they utter the name and offer oblations to them. And instead of worshiping 9 planets, we worship 9 yogendras, Nav-yogendras. They are Mahabhagavats. So is 9 planets more important or Nav-yogendras are important? You can understand this very clearly. So yagyas are there, but what he meant there, what Krishna meant in that, saying that I am not satisfied or controlled with the yagyas, he meant to the smarta yagyas, not the Vaishnava yagyas. And there are many ways of doing yagyas. Lit fire and offering oblations by chanting the names of Pandavas and all the pure devotees, Nav-yogendras and all Mahabhagavas, Shukdev, Parikshit Maharaj and all that. And the Lalita Vishaka, all the Sakhis and the Manjaris and the avatars of Krishna. This is what the Vaishnava home is about. Yes? Yatha bhakti mamorjita. As I get control with that bhakti, which begins with Shavanam. So Shaunok Rishi is very intelligent. They requested Sut Goswami to hear that Bhagavad Katha which he heard from Shukdev Goswami. This is called higher taste. Higher taste for having the darshan of the Lord, the close proximity and the divine service of Krishna. This higher taste is so important. Otherwise, throughout our life, we're only going to dwell in that lower taste and lower taste and the lower taste and lower taste. And we see we have so many examples. Yeah, you all are so knowledgeable, you know this. How that Mrigari, the hunter, who got transformed by Naraji. What was his lower taste? Killing animals half dead. But he developed that higher taste with the mercy, Shri Guru, Naraji. From that personality who was killing animals half dead, and when he developed that higher taste with the mercy of Shri Narad, then he's not even paying obeisances to Shri Narad, thinking if I pay obeisances, the ants will die with my weight. High taste. No? Then Valmiki, who was killing human beings, not animals, he developed higher taste. How? So in all these prayers, by Dhruv Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Navyogendras, Devhuti, Rishabdev, Prahlad Maharaj, one thing common in a different varieties. But one thing is common. If you go deep into their stutis, what they are trying to say, they are trying to uplift from that lower taste to the higher taste. This is the role of Shri Guru. And we are very fortunate and grateful to our Shri Gurudev, entire Guru Parampara, who came in our life and gave us that higher taste. Us to relish that. Not to feel that where I got indulged in. What is this? Early morning getting up, Mangal Aarti. And then I have to chant so many rounds. Then I have to read Bhagavatam. Nityam Bhagavatam Sevaya every day. Then even before taking prasad, I have to pray for 5 minutes. When I'm seeing paneer and pasta and feel like immediately grabbing when the cakes, but I have to pray Ma Prasad Govind. Higher taste. Srila Prabhupada taught us. We are Diksha and Shiksha disciples of Srila Prabhupada and entire Guru Parampara. They are not our Diksha Gurudevs. I fully believe they are our Diksha Gurudevs. How come? I didn't receive mantra from him. Yes, not the Diksha mantras, but the Shiksha mantras. Shiksha mantras. What are Shiksha mantras? Shiksha mantras. Okay. Shiksha mantras means the instructions or the directions he given to us. That's Shiksha mantras. A few days back in Miami, I was speaking about this. Diksha means what? What is the definition of Diksha? Arjun Bhu, what is Diksha means? How you define this? Divya Gyan, that's the definition of Diksha. Divya Gyan yado dadat kurjasya pap sanshayam. Transmitting Divya Gyan, the transcendental knowledge by which a student, a candidate gives up or destroys sinful activities. Divya Gyan. So is that only Diksha Guru gives the Divya Gyan?
No.
What about the Shiksha Gurus? What they are giving?
Shiksha mantra.
Also Divya Gyan. Not in the form of mantras. Mantras are given by Diksha Guru, as I said, formulas. But Shiksha Guru Devs, what is our relationship with Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur? He's not my Diksha Guru. Then what is my relationship? Parampara I know, but what is my relationship with him? He's giving us Shiksha. Isn't he giving us Divya Gyan? Isn't Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada is giving us Divya Gyan? They're all giving us Divya Gyan. The entire Guru Parampara and entire teachers in spiritual life, Gurus, they're giving us Divya Gyan. Maybe not in the form of the particular those Diksha mantras, Gopal mantra, etc., but with that transcendental knowledge elaborating that formulas. That's also called Shiksha disciples. This is called Shiksha mantras. So because we are celebrating, my time is over, just 1 minute. Because we are celebrating on Sunday, Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj Appearance Day, he wrote a wonderful book about his Shiksha Gurudevs. What is the name of book?
My beloved masters.
My Beloved Masters. If you read that book, amazing. In which, for one example, he saw when he met Srila Bhakti Raksha Sridhar Goswami Maharaj. Because he was serving so many acharyas. He said, when I was serving Srila Bhakti Raksha Sridhar Goswami Maharaj, Srila Sridhar Goswami Maharaj gave him instruction, always become Ugrashava. Ugrashava means?
Eager to hear from those that are more senior than you.
Eager to hear from those who are senior to you, authorities. Understand? He said, I took this so seriously, and that worked as a mantra to me. This is a mantra. It's not just an instruction. Taking those instructions as a mantras. Because again, Vishaka Dedi, how you define mantra?
That which delivers the mind.
Yes. Man trayati hi mantraha. Man means mind, tra means tran. Paritranaya sadhuna. Tran means deliverance. That which delivers our mind. Deliverance to our mind is called mantra. So it's okay. Can I say something on a very practical ground?
Yes.
When I'm chanting mantra, I don't even know exactly what I'm doing. But I'm being told to do this. No realization, nothing, but just, oh, Gopal mantra, Gayatri, just mantra. But when we hear Hari Katha from respected Shiksha Gurudevs, then I understand actually what I'm chanting. You know? Then I know what I'm doing. So the Shiksha Gurudev's instructions is like mantra. This is called Shiksha mantra. And that comes when you serve them. And that comes in abundance when we are serving in their difficult times. You have not seen, sorry, how many of you have seen Srila Bhaktivedanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj? Yes, Vimla Didi, you see? She saw many of you. है ना? Srila Bhaktivedanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj. We used to see Srila Gurudev, Srila Vaman Goswami Maharaj, Trikram Goswami Maharaj on the same dais in Navdeep Parikrama, you know. So he joined Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada when he was 9 years old as a brahmachari. And throughout his life so he used to say, my whole body is prasad, remnants of all my Shiksha Gurudevs. I serve everyone. And specifically when they are having some sickness, when they can't get up from bed, I used to serve them a lot, washing their clothes and giving them medicines and preparing a special prep for them, all that. He said, because when someone is in need, if you help and serve that person, Vaishnav, then the blessings get accelerated. Yeah. And then is the time when they open up their heart. And when they're opening up their heart, that opening of the heart is called Shiksha Mantras, which is given to a specific person who wins over the heart by doing so much seva to you. Someone is giving you so much. Then you feel like giving something which is your realization and the wealth of your heart. That Shiksha, which should not be any material, but transcendental, that particular instruction and Shiksha help and acts as a mantra to our life. which delivers the mind and accelerate our bhakti. That's the role of Diksha Gurudev and that's the role of Shiksha Gurudev. Okay, I already took so much of your time. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Gaur Premanande. Vancha Kaltarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Devacha Patitanam Bhavebhyo. So, same schedule for tomorrow, Vimla Devi? Same schedule for tomorrow. Bhajan starting. Vishakari, please announce.
I'm requesting that we can go on 4th of July Parinam, just walking so close.
I did one time. I was here. Some years back I was here on July 4th. That's Independence Day. And yeah, I really want to do this.
How will that work?
So please announce the timings so everyone can understand.
Also
We
go
can
on
just
the
go
have the class and then go on.
After Harikatha, okay. So we keep that same schedule, 5:30 bhajans and 6 to 7. I will stop 7 tomorrow. Okay, I'll be a good person tomorrow. We can 7 but tomorrow and then 7 we after Aarti, we have to do Aarti, yes? So quick Aarti and then we go for Harinam.
Bring your umbrellas just in case.
Yeah.
Is it supposed to rain tomorrow?
And those who want to stay back for fireworks, it depends on you. Higher taste or lower taste. Hare Krishna.